game now. We can keep talking about music and stuff, but I don't even know how to play this game anymore. It's been so long. Okay, let me view the tome. Alright, sorry. I forgot they put Nick Cave in this. Nick Cage. What the tome? Do I want to do the Scorching BBQ? I guess so. You know what I should do, Hannah, if you're still here? I should write the songs or whatever, make like a sound bite, and then send them to you to get your thoughts. I don't even think Doug has never heard any of these songs. I think I was singing one of them at work one time. Like the chorus, and one of my coworkers was like, "Oh, what are you singing? It's actually really good." And I was like, "Oh, I wrote that." Huh? Multi-talented. I feel like sometimes I can be Zendaya, but not up to her level. Like, is there anything she can't do? I have to see what different settings my mic has. Of course they don't come up when I say that. It's fine. Let's just ready up. Am I still Oh, I don't have TTV on anymore. Who am I? I think I took it off because I didn't like it while we were playing, what's it called? I don't think I liked having it while we were playing something. Oh, I took it off because we were playing Modern Warfare 2. And I don't want... I did not want TTV. Because I did not want those people. I'll keep it off for today, but I will keep that in mind. I was talking to my... Well, technically not my supervisor, but he was like... I was telling him about how I play video games, and I stream it, and we always talk about, like, oh, do what you want to do, and I was telling him how, like, the current job that I'm in kind of, like, crushes my motivation to do things at home, and he's like, don't let it do that. Like, literally try your absolute hardest not to let it do that, because this is where you get your money, but that's your life. So he's like, just, like, do what you... Even if it's just for an hour a day, either clipping things down into TikToks or... And I'm like, that's my problem is... He's like, oh, you could go... Because we're in a manufacturing plant. So he's like, oh, well, you could design your own chair and like, sell those. And you can make money off of that and do that kind of thing. And I was like, oh, but I need an audience for that. Like, I can make whatever I want, but I have to have people that'll buy it for it to... do any of that. And that's when he was like, oh, well, like, just try to get yourself out there more. And then that made me remember one of the streamers I watch, Angry Pug. I remember I asked in his comments one time, I was like, what would you suggest for smaller streamers that are, like, stuck? Like, I've reached affiliate status, but I'm stuck. Like, I'm, like, not growing anymore, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. And he was always just like, you just have to do everything that you can to get out there. He's like, posting things on TikTok, consistently posting things about your stream, like, on your Twitter, and, like, just everything you can to put traction out there. And like I've said this before, like when I was really big into making my TikToks and stuff, I was like, all it takes is one. You know? All it takes is one TikTok to go viral of something that you played. And that'll give you a massive jump, like, into the scene. But of course, you know, you need to post TikToks for people to see them. So I'm kind of like back into that mindset of even like trying to do an hour of something a day. Like maybe one day off fully. Maybe that'll be Fridays or maybe that'll be a Saturday for me. But at least an hour a day doing something. Whether that be editing a clip down. Like I start writing down funny moments on my thing that I could make into a short clip. And then editing that into a TikTok. Because those usually I can do really fast. I think when I was making my Dead by Daylight clips, if I had the timestamp, it would take me like 10 minutes to make a TikTok. So either that, of course I want to stream, and that'll be more than an hour a day, but even just like either streaming that day or cutting down for a TikTok to post that, or only take an hour a day to, you know, keep editing a new video for the channel. Things like that. And I just need to get back into it. Whoa. Don't touch me. I haven't looped in a really long time. Y'all have to bear with me. Uh-oh. No. You know what game I've been wanting to play lately? I've kind of been wanting to play, like, Faz. But, of course, I want, like, a full 4 people to play Faz with. But nobody ever wants to play that. Like, ever. And Doug's been playing a ton of different games lately. He's been playing RuneScape. Then he plays Modern Warfare with Justin. And then he's been playing Tarkov with, Puffy at night. Like, he has a game rotation going on. That, I can't go through that? Bruh. I was like, oh, that's a decently large gap. I should be able to fit through that. Nope, just kidding. Let me know if the game's too loud, by the way. DBD, I always have to mess with my settings. Oh, I was just not paying attention. I was like, did I start recording? And I heard the thing go off, and I just went right over my head. I'm probably gonna die now. That's okay. Warm-up game, warm-up game. And he's puppy guarding. Seeing Justin, he needs to stream again ASAP. I agree. Everybody's kind of gotten away from, like, Justin's kind of stopped streaming. I've been, like, on the DL for streaming. I'm trying to get back into it, though. This was the first week that I had a schedule, and I tried really hard to stick to it, but, like, yesterday it was just, I needed just a movie jammies and, blanky kind of day. I can't even hear the crows, because I think of the... Oh! They saved me! Good thing I have adrenaline. I'm still probably gonna die, but now I have another hit I can take, you know? Oh, he has no ed. I couldn't get another hit anyways. And he's mollying me! Tasty. Ew, sorry. I died. Wow, that was something. Need a movie day, but this next week is about to be chaos because I'm going to New York. That'll be fun. Welcome to New York. It's been waiting for you. Killer Boo Tomato. Tomato. Is I wrote that as tomato. How do you spell tomato? How do you know it's tomato? Sorry, it's been a long past couple days. I think at work on Wednesday, I logged 17 and a half hours because I had a training in the morning and then I had to go work at night. So, I get it. My September is going to be really bad because, like, the first week of September, I'm third shift. And then the second week, I'm first shift because we're doing massive maintenance on our machine. And then the third week, I'm third shift. And then the last week, I think, is going to end up being... Last one's going to end up being, what's it called? First shift because of another training for the whole week. It was supposed to be... Tomato, like throwing tomatoes. Tomato. My brain's small. Tomatoes, where's my, nah, for real. Maybe we manifested him this game. Maybe he'll be here. We need to disturb some more crows. Is there anything that's been happening with this game besides, you know, Nick Cage is in it now? I haven't seen any, like, mega updates, I feel like. I know there's been some perk updates, and obviously we're in the barbecue event. But I don't think that there's anything else. I don't know. I've, like, lost a lot of track. I don't even know why I stopped playing DBD. I think I was getting... Not bored. I think that was just... So I was on vacation, then I started work. So, like, DBD was the last thing I feel like I wanted to play. And then I just totally forgot about it. I don't know, man. I don't know. But it's back now. That's all that matters, right? Why is Nicolas Cage in it? You know, I asked that same question. There's definitely a reason. I don't know if it has a movie or he did a deal with them or something. But he's in it now. You know, I could probably look that up while we're waiting. Why is Nick Cage in Dead by Daylight? I'm so glad that that's one of the top things. Cage took the stage at the 2023 Summer Game Fest to talk about joining the game. He mentioned in his indelible Nicolas Cagey way that the reason he wanted to be in Dead by Daylight was because Sadako from Ringu is in it. So I guess he just... He just wanted to be in the game and they said, okay. Sure. Why not? Sure, Nick Cage. We'll add you. The game, like, in-game might say something different. Like, if we hover over him, they might be like, oh, part of the blank event or whatever. Or available through the blank event. But we're already loading in, so I could not get a chance to look. I will look after this game if I can remember. Now I have Welcome to New York stuck in my head. It's such a weird... I know, it's so random. When I first heard that Nick Cage was going to be in the game, I was like... Out of all the people... Why? Why Nick Cage? They were probably like, bro, it's Nick Cage. Sure, he wants to be in the game. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, I guess we can look now. Player disconnected while loading. Cringe. It was the Dredge. So it wasn't a Michael. He's been doing a lot of weird stuff this year. I think 2023 has kind of been a weird year for most people. For a lot of people. I wouldn't say most. My year hasn't really been that weird. I just finished college and got a job, you know? Did you guys know, fun fact, I don't know why I was thinking about this, but every time I think of music, I always think of like, in 8th grade, they wanted us to do a presentation about what we wanted to do with our future. And I literally made a whole presentation about wanting to be famous. Yeah, it's literally just a Nicolas Cage chapter pack. That's all that this is. See this? Nicolas Cage chapter pack. Sometimes I wonder if I can go back and find that presentation. Gonna be a famous streamer, so it'll happen. That would be sick. You know what? I'm actually really, really intrigued right now. Let me... High school stuff. Oh no, it wouldn't be in here because it was from 8th grade. I thought I saved everything though. I might have not saved that. I forgot. I used to write books too. Oh my god. I don't know if you guys have Wattpad, but I have two accounts where I wrote books on. I got rid of all my school stuff. I saved all my high school stuff. Like, I just copied it over to my own drive. Yeah, so there's my Wattpad page where I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unfinished books. And one of them has 1.5 thousand views, and it's ranked. A number 198 in the struggle category. Ooh, this book that I didn't start is number 98 and busy. Like, I wrote, I think, the first chapter, but I didn't write anything else. Number 98 and busy. Wow, Wattpad falls off. Hairstyles, Wattpad. Yeah, and then my best friends and I my high school best friends and I were part of the Good Girls crew, which also had its own books. I wonder... That one had actual, like, we wrote on that once a week. We updated that once a week. Why can't I find it? It's definitely... Oh, maybe they're in my library. Those are actually pretty good books. I would possibly go read those if you want, and they're fast reads too. We don't write on here obviously anymore. We don't even talk that much anymore, but if you go to this, A Dangerous Pirate Treasure was one of the ones we updated constantly. And I don't remember Strange Little Thing Called Love, but we each wrote a chapter usually. They're 5 sauce fanfics. That's so funny. Okay, sorry. Anywho, back to the game. I'm getting distracted today. I like I like talking to people when they're in chat because when they go on weird things like this that make me want to, you know, flashback. Alright. I don't need this. Look at all these notes that I have. Oops. I have all these notes. You can't see them. My light's too bright. But I'm like thinking about the songs that I wrote again. And what sucks is that like I can write lyrics to melodies all day. Like I could think of a melody and like try to do lyrics to it. Random thoughts of Allie. Is that on that one? That's my group one. But yeah, then I have that one has my full name. I really don't want to include that one, but that's fine. I can send that one to you. I feel like you might have found it though. But looking back on all those things, just so funny to me. Like 8th grade me. I think we were writing those books from 8th grade to like sophomore year. And then or maybe only freshman year, because every time a summer hit, we like died off with doing that stuff because at least I worked at like 50 hours a week. So like the last thing I wanted to do was sit on my computer and write. But it was actually funny because I would usually write it a good few chapters at a time. Like I'd write my parts. And then we'd still be waiting on somebody else who didn't have it. Like one of the girls in our group of 3, we'd always be like, hey, it's your turn to update it. Can you do that? And she'd always be like, yeah, I'll get to it. But she didn't have a job or anything. Like, her summers were just summers. And she just still never did anything. It's fine, though. That was a long time ago. 8th grade. I feel like that was only, like, a good few years ago. But it's now, like, 8 or 9 years ago. Ew. Ew, that makes me want to vomit. There's no way. Oh, yeah, so Hannah, here. There's this, there's a book on my main one called Allie's Random Rants and Thoughts. I'll send you my Wattpad name if you want to look at it. I'll Snapchat it to you. And, Snapchat. Not Snapchat. Wattpad. Ugh. Oh, I'm lagging. Bruh. You'll be reading all these during the drive tomorrow. Best of luck. You can tell who's writing. I think we might have said in the beginning of one of the books, like, who's writing what. Because the chapters are written and, like, the same thing is happening every chapter, but we write it in 3 different POVs, and each of us are responsible for one of the girls' POVs. I should just do a stream reading day where we read old Wattpad books. Or more specifically, read my old Wattpad books. I think that would be so funny. And cringy. I'm just over here scaring crows. Are these the machines with the Slurpees? Oh. I used to write little stories for my grandma when I was in middle school. Aww. I remember one time, also in 8th grade, we were tasked with writing, like, a little short story. And then we traded with somebody and gave our honest opinion about it and, like, how we liked the story and stuff. And I remember the person that read mine, they were like, oh, it's so cute. I kind of gypped the storyline from something that I read before. And it had to be like, it was like a, I didn't like word for word steal it or anything. Like, I made it my own. But, like, looking back on it, I just thought that that was really funny. And it was like, it was actually a really cute story. I need one more. And it was supposed to be like a story with a meaning. Like, what is the meaning behind this story? Or a story about the bubble guy from SpongeBob once. I love that. But the story was like, there was not a lion cub, but, I don't remember what I specifically said it was. But it was like some little animal didn't want to be, like, he saw this other type of, or other species of animal living its best life, and he's like, well, I don't want to be my species, I want to be that species. But then he learned, like he started to act like that one, but then he learned that he didn't like it, and there were certain things about it that he literally just couldn't do because that's not who he actually was. So, and he wanted to act like the other species so he could, like, get different friends or something like that. I can't remember. But then at the end, I don't know if maybe he got lost or something like that, trying to be somebody else or something. But then his parents found him, and it was just like, oh, like, I do want to be with you guys. And so the moral of the story, I'm saying it really wrong, but the moral of the story was like, the moral of the story was, just be who you are. You know, there's nothing wrong with being who you are. It was cute. I'm not saying it very good. Yeah, a little, like, 8th grade me, so 12, 13-year-old me. But it was, like, really short, so, like, it got the point across really fast. Like, because it was less than a page. Again, I don't know why I didn't save any of my 8th grade stuff. Because that's the stuff that I talk about the most. It's never like, oh, what about this in high school? It's always like, oh, I remember this project from 8th grade. And it's more frustrating because I know I had it on my Chromebook. Because we got Chromebooks in 8th grade, and that's why I remember to save everything. And we had, like, a Google Drive account and all that stuff where we kept everything. But I kept I went through my high school stuff, and I was like, oh, these are just papers. These are not paper. Like, I kept all of my, like, papers. But, like, some of them were like, oh, this is just, like, the element of the week. which is like a weekly bell work, basically, activity. I was like, I don't need to keep any of those, whatever. Basically just kind of cleaning it out, but I'm like there's some things that I wish I would have kept. The thing I hated the most, going back to the, when I was in 8th grade, they made a presentation on what you wanted to do. It made me so mad. Because what 8th grader even knows what to do? Like, what they even kind of want to do with their life? Like, you haven't even hit high school yet. Like, you're not even a full person yet. Like, you've barely even hit puberty. Let alone decide something you want to go to college for, what college you want to go to, and things like that. I am blind, so I don't know where this person is. Did they save them? I'm blind, so I didn't even know somebody was down. My bad. You want to be a marine biologist in middle school? I wanted to be a vet for a really long time, but then I realized that I probably couldn't put animals down. Like, that was not something I could do. Even if I know that it was the best for them. Like, it would just hurt my heart. Hey! Mother! Why didn't the music show up until, like, the last minute? And I hate being blind. I was gonna try to go for the save because that person's almost healed, but I'm blind. I have no idea where they are. I'm trash at this game. I was like, I'm gonna try to wiggle out, but this is not my first time on the hook this game. But that was one of my biggest pet peeves, and I was like, most people go to college still not knowing what they want to do, and then they decide. Or like, when you're a junior or senior in high school, you're kind of thinking what direction you want to try to go, but even then, it's not even a guarantee. Like, I graduated college with a degree, and sometimes I'm like, I don't know if this is exactly what I want to do. Like, I can do it, and I don't hate it, obviously, because if I did, I would have switched majors, but like... It seems as though he doesn't even remember where the last person is. But yeah, I had like no idea even what direction I wanted to go in. But all I knew is that I remember because we had to present our presentations to the class as well. So that's kind of embarrassing. I was definitely kind of embarrassed. When I said it, and I was like really nervous because I was like, everybody else is like not degrees, but like an actual career or whatever. I have no clue what I want to do. I just know it's not gonna be something with flooring. That's a good way to know. My biggest thing was even when I did like my internship or whatever, it's like, this isn't what I want to do, but that's the thing, is that I know that that's not what I want to do. Even now, like my current job, I'm like, I want to go more in this direction because I know I don't want to do this. Like, I want to try something else. I wanna... My brain is all over the place. Like, I'm back to thinking about music again. I wanna actually learn how to play my guitar. Do I even have it up here? I brought it up here. Oh yeah, it's right here. You can see it, actually. It's in frame. I think my dad got me that on my 13th birthday. My brain is dead right now. I need, like, longer breaks from my job. I feel like that's what I've learned. Is that my job kind of makes my brain go mush because it's not very stimulating. It's not like I work on any projects. I feel like I don't make progress at my job because I'm basically just an operator. So I don't feel like I'm working towards anything. Like, there's no goal with the job that I'm in right now. Which, again, being an engineer, not really having a goal besides to get out of said job and, like, move to another job description or whatever, which can't happen for at least another 9 months. It's just, like, that's part of it's been crushing my motivation because I have no goals. Like, and, like, the things that I do have goals for, like this channel, you know, like, streaming more is a goal of mine, and uploading more, and hitting follow goals, and getting subs, and, subscribers on YouTube, and releasing more TikToks, get more followers there. Like, I have goals for my hobbies. Like, I want to make merch one day and sell that, and people watch me and they have fun, and I can be, like, an inspiration for them, like other people have been for me. Like, I want to do that, but I don't know, it's just hard. Well, of course it's hard, but, like, it's, like, because, again, this is a hobby. So, like, those goals, I don't want to say they can be pushed away, but they're not, like, my main goal. I want them to be, but I do need, like, I need money to be able to do certain things. So a job is my thing. So a job that's not very mentally fulfilling and stimulating just crashes my brain and my thoughts, and it makes me struggle a lot. Oh, it's a is that the hag? I cannot remember her name right now. It's not the hag. I cannot remember her name. The hag is the one with the X on the ground. Even seeing her, like, I can picture her in my head, and even just seeing her there, I cannot remember her name. Because the hag is the one that can put the X on the ground. I was like, as soon as I said the hag, I was like, no, that's not it. That's not it. What is her name? I'm, like, losing it right now. It's not Legion, it's not... Obviously not Wraith, it's not... What is it? My mind is just blanking. Just full on blank. I am gonna turn the game down a little bit, actually. She's just standing back there. What the heck? I have no clue what her name is. All I could think of is Wraith. But the Wraith is Bing Bong. What? I'm just gonna go do my own gen. This guy does not know what he's doing. I'm trying so hard to think of her name right now, and I just got nothing. I got nothing. Bruh. Her new name is Poopy Pants. I like that one. I like watching the Slurpee machines. Look at all that Slurpee. We're gonna see it at the end of the game and be like, oh, duh. Is this one in here on? We still need 2 gens? This game is taking forever. Like, I feel like we've been in this game for so long, and we still have 2 gens. And we haven't even been hooked that much. Oh, I lied. No, I'm only on my first hook. That person's only on their first hook, and the third is about to just be on their third or first hook. Like, what has been going on? Has everybody just been running around doing nothing this whole time? I was like, there's a decent chance she's coming after me. This guy's healing on the other side of the... I can hear him breathing! Here he is. I was like, I can hear him healing on the other side of this door. Oh! Awkward. Ran right into her. Don't touch me. I have cooties. A person's name being Ron Ron makes me laugh so much. And Gamer Manny. I don't know why Gamer Manny seems so kind of like funny to me. Yeah, Ron does make me laugh. See, not everybody's gotta come to get me off the hook, you know? Like, why are all three of us just here running around? She just ignored us. There's three of us here. There's gotta be another one up here. Oh, this was not a good place to drop in. Why does that always happen to me? That guy's dead on a hook, which is really unfortunate. I feel like all the gens are done down here. So where's all the upstairs ones? I feel like those are all done too. I'm losing it, bro. What is the perk? Fearmonger. That's the one where it makes you, I think, blind if you're on a gen. Because we had that the last game too. Or maybe it's not a... It might not be a... what is it? A perk. It might be one of the event offerings. I haven't looked at those yet, so I don't know. Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, he's on the opposite side of the map? Are you kidding? Bless you times 6. Thank you. Like I say, I sneeze once or I sneeze like 27 times. There's no in between. If I see them running this way, I will go behind and take a hit. Yeah, you. Oh, you guys right? You right? Guys, we lived. That rarely happens. GG's. The spirit! Spirit. Duh. Whoa, this ace got so many points. Jeez, how'd they get so many points? Like, 25k is really good, and I was third. Even the guy who died had 20k. Wow. Either I'm slacking, or that was just a high point game. 51k? I know, that's what I'm saying. That's a lot of points. Black leather boots, no beefin'. A rare toolbox. What do we got going this way? 2 health states, 2 chests, and 4 emblem silver. This one's not too bad. There is 2. When does level... Okay, level 2 has unlocked already. I'm like... There is only 4 days left of this event. So I'm very late to the bandwagon, okay? Let's grab some of our event. Oh, he probably had this one. Grants 100% bonus blood points to summer hooks. And finished gen repairs. That's gotta be where that came from. Excuse me. Ooh, crunchy. I hate getting tired at 9 p.m. I feel so old. I feel a little tired right now, but this is like the same level of tired I've been all day. But that's also because my schedule, like, I would just be getting ready to leave for work right now. Like, I have at least 8 more hours of just being awake. 9 hours including travel. So, like, I've just been, I think, back to my job a little bit. Because it's so low, like, thought and a low motivation kind of job. I feel like that also makes me just, like, more tired when I'm home. Because, like, that's just what I feel all the time. I feel like I actually thought about this the other day. I feel like I haven't been, like, had a day where I felt, like, refreshed and ready to start the day pretty much since, like, my 3rd week at this job. And the first week was solely HR training. So, like, that was just a week of training. Like, ever since I actually, like, got put on my shift and I've actually started doing jobs, I don't think I've felt refreshed and ready for a day pretty much since I started. Even, like, my weekends, because my weekends are spent trying to gain some energy back because my energy is just so low from the week. Not even because I spent it all. It's just, like, my lack of having energy all the time. You know, like, when you don't eat for a while, like, your stomach, like, if you don't eat as much, your stomach starts to shrink. I think my energy has just, like, it's at, like, a cap right now of that, of, like, being half the energy that I used to have. Night shift would absolutely knock my ass. I'd cry. Night shift, like, 3rd shift, I don't hate 3rd shift. I can do it, it's fine. But the hardest part is, like, if I want to visit family or if somebody comes to visit us, it's like my schedule's completely opposite because nobody else really works the graveyard shift, you know? Like, it's only me. So, like, even when I wanted to go, my sister's 30th birthday party was last weekend, and I went home to visit her. And I went on a Friday because I couldn't do one day because it's, like, a 3-hour drive. So I woke up from my 8 hours of sleep from work. I woke up around 3 or 4. I left a little after 4 o'clock. I was at her house by 8. They were ready to go to bed because they usually wake up really early with my nephew. And they go to work kind of early. So not only did I not sleep because they got up at like 5 or 6. I didn't really sleep that night. But then we had like a full day ahead of us, like doing party prep and just actually being able to hang out. And then, of course, they're ready to go by, like, it's Pyramid Head. They were ready to go to bed again by, like, because their bedtime is, like, 9 or 10 p.m. And I'm just like, I haven't even gone to work yet right now, you know? And then so I didn't sleep well the night before, and obviously I go to work on Sunday nights. Like that's when my week starts. So I can't even, there's not like a, dang, this guy's good. There's not even like a, I definitely couldn't stay another night. I couldn't do another night of no sleep because I needed to work Sunday night. And I couldn't wake up at 5 in the morning. So I had to go home Saturday night, catch up on all the sleep that I missed, and then went to work on Sunday. I don't know. It's just like, it's hard to like visit other people or people visit you because I don't wake up till like 3 in the afternoon because I don't go to bed till 7 or 8 a.m. Like that's my normal 8 hours. I feel like I didn't even see Doug as much because I leave at 9 or 10. And I mean, he stays up pretty late. Still, like, he stays up till 3 or 4 just, you know, playing video games. Which I'm perfectly fine with. I'm not even here. But then, like, he goes to bed. When I get home, he's asleep. When I get home, he's asleep. He wakes up before I do because he's been asleep for longer than I have. And then we get to hang out. Like, we're awake at the same time for 4 or 5 hours before I get to go to work and do it all over again. So I don't know. It's just one of those things, like, I don't hate third shift. I can do third shift. Like, I'm fine with it. It's also just hard because none of the other engineers work, I guess, on, like, they work like an 8 to 4. So I don't even see any of the other engineers besides the ones who are also on a shift. So, like, I see the second shift engineer when I come in, and I see the first shift engineer when he comes in. But other than that, I don't see any of the other engineers at all. I'm the only engineer in pretty much the entire plant besides one other guy who's in a whole different department. Like, I'm the only engineer in the entire liquid side of my plant. Not being able to see people would honestly depress me so much. I don't even see people that much to begin with. Yeah, I'm usually a pretty mellow person. Like, I don't go out of my way to, like, see anybody. But just, like, because I feel like even if we did live close to like, closer to family, I still, like, would not have the energy to go see them because my schedule would be backwards. Like, it's almost a complete 180 from them. Most people work, like, a 7 or 6 to 2, 7 to 3, 8 to 4. That's what most people's schedules are, but that's when I'm asleep. So I'm like a 100% 180 degree switch from most of people's lives. And it would be different if, like, Doug worked and was on an 8 or was on third shift. But again, even when we'd go visit family, like, nobody else is on the third shift. Graveyard shift is not even like, not common at all. It's only, like, manufacturing facilities that run 24/7. My stepdad does second shift at his plant right now. My mom gets so sad because she barely sees him. Yeah, the second shift, in my opinion, is honestly worse than third because second shift, at least at my plant, works from 2 to 10. So when you get home at 10 p.m., you, like, take a shower, you eat, you go to bed because it's, like, 11 o'clock already. And then by the time you wake up at 8 or 9, you don't have much time before you're like, oh, I gotta go to work now. Like, there's not enough time. Like, I guess it's 4 or 5 hours depending on how long you sleep, but that's still, like, you don't like, have enough time. You feel like you don't have enough time to go do something. Like, you don't want to go walk around at the mall because then you're going to be pressured on time. You don't want to go, obviously, to the movies because what if it runs longer, if the previews are longer, but then you have to be prepped to go to work again. And it's just like this whole roundabout thing. It's just, he does 2 to 12, but goes to bed at like 4 a.m., then wakes up at 11. Yeah, and then you only get to see him for a couple hours, and then he has to go back to work at 2. Yeah, so he works 10-hour shifts. Mine are only 8, but it's just like, it's just such an, because like your whole day is gone. Second shift at least, like your entire day is gone. Unless you like make your schedule. Like I think the second shift engineer, I think he wakes up and goes fishing at like 6 or 7 a.m. So like he still makes himself have a day. But when I worked on second shift for the week that I did, because while we were training, it was just like I'd pretty much get home, maybe watch a YouTube video for a half hour, eat some food, then I'd go to bed by 11 or midnight, and then I usually get 9 or 10 hours of sleep. So I don't wake up until like 10 o'clock, and then that's only 4 hours. I gotta eat again. If I need to shower, I shower. Yeah, since I work second at work, yeah, donut. Don't get home until midnight, yeah, and then you just feel like, I mean, you obviously have your schedule more where you can play video games like when you get home for a little bit, but when I was working second, it was like my job just exhausted me because I didn't do anything. I just sat on my phone, which is exhausting, like being in a manufacturing plant and just not doing anything, just sitting there. There's 2 ways of getting exhausted. You can get exhausted by working too much, and you can get exhausted by doing nothing. Like, it's mentally exhausting to do nothing. So then, of course, I'd get home, I'd be hungry, so I'd eat, and then I'd pretty much just be like, I'm ready for bed. Like, I just don't want to be awake anymore for today. And then I wake up, I go to my computer for a couple hours, figure out what I'm doing for food, and then have to leave again. I would take third over second. Good at the 9 to 5, then sleeping the rest of the time. Even a 9 to 5 for me seems annoying. Because, like, then your whole day is still kind of gone. Because if you wake up, I don't know, let's say at 8, you'd have to go to bed by at least midnight, which I guess is a lot of time. My ideal schedule for, like, a work day, I feel like would be, like, a 7 to 3. Because you still get home early enough. Like, you get home by 4 o'clock. And 7 isn't, like, too early for you to, like, be dead. I don't know. In an ideal world, my work can be, like, a hybrid, remote, kind of do my own hours. In an ideal world, I only have a part-time professional job, and then I could spend the rest of my time doing hobbies like this. But realistically, people don't hire engineers for part-time. And at least not at the pay that I would want, you know. Cuz I'm trying to be a rich bitch, you know. I'm trying to make the money. I just grew up with, like, having to not worry, like, me personally didn't worry about money, but I know my family worried about money when I was growing up a lot, and I just want to have, like, I want to have money that I don't know what to do with. Like, I have a decent amount of money that I don't know what to do with all of it. Like, I want to be able to live comfortably and not have to worry about that. Like, that's just a professional goal of mine, is to, like, make enough money to where it's okay. Or, like, I'm just, you know, vibing. 9 to 5 is very annoying, especially when you have to wake up at 6 a.m. and drive for an hour to work with your uncle and deal with only men all day. My supervisor, I don't know how he does it. My third shift supervisor works, or he lives an hour away, and our hours are like 10 to 6. So I can't imagine him having to leave his house at like 9. So that means he's got to be ready by like 8:30 or so. I'm struggling with paying attention to this game right now. But yeah, and then after a full 8-hour shift, he's got another hour, so he doesn't even get home till 7:30. Definitely do not want to work another customer service job. I refuse. Me neither. I don't think I ever want to work another customer service job. Fortunately, I don't think I'll have to. But I don't know. There's just so many things, like, I guess, in life that I would enjoy to do. Like doing, like, this. Like, I enjoy doing this a lot. And I like posting videos, and I like making people laugh, and I like meeting new people and talking to people. And I wish I could make this actual career and, like, be able to make consistent money with it. Because, I mean, if this does grow, you know, like, how I want it to, like, I could make more money off of this than doing my job right now. But, of course, you know, you have to get there, which is, like, the hardest part. Also, never work in the food industry. Coming home smelling food would actually make me vomit. Yeah, I work in a food manufacturing plant, actually. We don't make food, though. We make a lot, especially my part, we make beverages. Like coffee and creamer, things like that. But yeah, the outside of our plant, we can tell when they're, like, making our cold brew coffee because it just smells like, not like even the fresh, like, coffee beans. Like, it smells like old, watered down, like, all of the flavoring taken out coffee beans. Smelling like coffee wouldn't upset. Yeah, it's not good coffee, though. Because, like, when I worked in my ice cream shop, not my ice cream shop, obviously, but when I worked in the ice cream shop that I did, it was, I would love going home and smelling like chocolate syrup and actual ice cream and slushy and that kind of stuff. But because that stuff was all relatively fresh. This smells just like old coffee that's been cooked and the concentrate been taken out of it, and you can tell when they run certain deodorants out of your work because it has a distinct smell. Yeah. Look, you want to be a bartender just to get hit on a tip by drunk men? I mean, I don't even think bartending needs too much, not certifications, but, that's just something you can, like, learn, I guess. Obviously, like, food industry experience in general is good, but I don't know if there's, like, special trainings you go on or if you just, like, learn how to do it from other bartenders. You'd think that I would know more about that scene, considering that the restaurant that I worked at had 4 bars. Like, 4 different bars at the restaurant that I worked at. They do have the right money makers for that, honestly. I know too much about alcohol. I have a friend that did bartending. He didn't mind it. And I feel like, especially if you're a good bartender, like, you can get busy, but you can also make a lot of money off of tips. And I feel like that's a good job, especially if you're working, not, like, you can do bartending for a long time if you wanted to. That's something that's probably never going to go away. Like, most people like to go to a bar, you know? I don't necessarily like going to a bar, but I'd go get a drink, you know? The only downside is the closest bars to me are bowling alleys or just rundown yeehaw places. Oh my. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I guess I don't have that bar experience because I worked at a seasonal popular island restaurant that had 4 different bars. So I go for the friends and yeah, since you're not a drinker. Yeah, I think the only time I've ever really like sat at a bar was I worked for my capstone project in college was a distillery. So like I went and sat at their bar and tried one of their drinks with Doug's mom. I've sat at a swim up bar on my 21st. But that was mostly like we were in the pool. I don't need someone with Uncle Billy trying to grope me in a sticky, dirty bar. Yeah, hard pass on that one. Yeah, like, no thanks. See, the place that I worked at also, it had, like, especially on Saturdays and Sunday nights when it's busy, or Friday night, Saturday night, we had security. And then we had security on Sunday mornings as well, like, for bartender safety, for employees' safety, things like that. Because, especially being on an island, there's some wild friggin' people. Terrifying people. And I started working there since I was in 8th grade. The summer between my 8th grade and my freshman year of high school, I think. Because I worked there for 5 summers. Yeah, between 8th grade and my freshman year, I think, was my first full summer. It was freshman and sophomore, junior, senior, college, and then I came back the summer after my freshman year of college. Maybe I'll be a bartender at Dustin's bowling alley so I can deny him alcohol. A bowling alley wouldn't be too bad, especially because, at least for, like, if you're thinking about, like, safety and stuff, usually there's kids around. And the adults, I feel like, if there's an adult at a bowling alley, they're usually there to, like, actually have some, you know, fun. Maybe they're a little nerdy. That's like when Doug and I and Josh and Taylor decide to go to a bowling alley or Topgolf or something. Topgolf's a little different, but we went bowling one time. And those are just definitely the vibes, you know? Bruh, that did not just happen. How did she know? Oh, man. Ah, we ain't gonna finish. I have a med kit, so, like... Did she not tell me to go this way? I'm gonna go try to save this person. I haven't been paying attention at all. I need to pull it together. Yeah, they have time if they don't give up. Hi, Sim! Welcome to stream. Don't let go! I was about to get very angry. You heard Nicholas has joined the team of survivors? I did. We were actually talking about that. It was mostly a conversation of, out of all the people they could have added to the game, why Nick Cage? Like, it just makes me laugh. It just makes me laugh. Ow. Man, I'm not gonna be able to finish now. That person is not dead on hook? Oh! No, I'm not here! Dang it. Bro, you were going after the guy that was on the hook. You weren't even going after me. This is so cringe. Or you were going after the guy that was on the gen. I was just vibing over there in the corner. Dang it. #1 Nick Cage hater. Hannah, why? Oh, guys, I've been starting, so my Stream Elements, I've been gotten a lot of sponsorship offers lately through them. So I was trying to think if I would want to do any of those just to have some extra cash. Like maybe any of the money I make off of stream can just go directly back into stream. That way I can save my money right now for like bills and stuff. Just spice things up. But I was looking into maybe doing some of those, but I feel like I don't stream enough right now, which is why I haven't like snatched any of them up. But they are like games, so like I'd be really intrigued to play some of the games that are on there, like that they're suggesting or that I have an offer for. I'm gonna go claim these Rift rewards. What is this? A letter? Oh, a letter from home? I need to spend some of these blood points before I accidentally go over. That's the best thing that they've added. Because I really don't care what I get. I just need to spend the points. Alright. What is the thing we were on? Oh, escape a trial. I was like, I feel like I haven't made any progress towards a tome. I have to escape. Biggest challenge right there. Alright, that's enough. Yeah, I'll keep that guy on. I'm fine with this toolbox. Alright. Let us see how this game goes, am I right? However, I would like to spend some money on getting the setup improved. I still need to hang up the rest of my sound foam back there. And obviously I have boxes here that I need to, I still have stuff, crafting stuff downstairs that I need to bring up into my office. And I even have a place, like, for it. But, like, the boxes and the posters I need to, like, actually put in the closet. My office is a hot mess right now. Still need to get my PC, sad. You'll get it eventually, it's fine. And I need to take my last test. Whoops. You still haven't taken that? That's okay. You will. You will eventually. As soon as you do that, you can start making progress towards doing something you actually want to do. Like for a job. It seems kind of boring. Yeah, but at least, like, having it will be better. And the test isn't too long, is it? I know it seems boring, but even just having it, does your other tests expire at some point? Like where you won't be able to, or would you where you would have to retake all of the sections? It's only like an hour and 25 minutes. Like, come on, you've been watching me for that long. Just today. You know what I was thinking about doing? I don't know how I would set it up, but I think Twitch has a deal where like you can't stream at the same time. Like you can't stream on Twitch and on YouTube at the same time. But you can stream on Twitch and like on TikTok at the same time. I was thinking a little bit about going into that because I feel like TikTok is a little bit more friendly towards like random viewers just because you can scroll through lives on your For You page. So I feel like I maybe want to look into that more and maybe try it out because TikTok streams always show up on my, especially streams or Dreamlight Valley. No, that happens to me too. Which is why I'm like, if I want more traction, that was unlucky. Like if I want more traction and I don't want to put the energy in to make, or like I don't have funny content lately to make a TikTok clip out of, then maybe even just streaming on TikTok will increase some traffic. And then if they're like, oh, why don't they check it out? Because then I can always put on there like, oh, you can support me here on TikTok, or I primarily stream over on Twitch. You can come over there. Because I like TikTok probably wouldn't be a TikTok streaming would not be permanent. I guess I would do it at the same time as Twitch. That's like when you raid somebody and the person you're raiding is like, hey, if you guys are interested, go up to your top bar and back up on this where it says refer raid, back up and just come over to the regular channel. That way, because like it had something to do with getting not but like points or something, but like I think the ad, if you come from a refer, like if you come to a stream from a raid, I don't think you get ads or something like that, which is why they would like you to refresh it. Because I don't think they earn much revenue for a certain amount of time from people who pop into raids. Don't quote me on that. I'm still learning about that stuff. I just remember whenever I'd be in a channel that would raid with somebody, they'd always be like, oh, go ahead and refresh your page and just come watch the main, come watch the non-referral raid version of the stream or whatever. But yeah, I'm really looking into it. I really just need to learn how to set it up, I guess. Because it's not that hard to point my phone at the screen and click live. But I know that there's a better way to do it. And obviously I don't want to use my phone to stream it if I don't have to. Like if I can do, I don't know, like another instance of OBS and use OBS and have TikTok up and do that or something. I don't know. I gotta do more research on it, but yeah, like you said, can't hurt anything. I'll recheck Twitch's TOS, but I'm pretty sure, whoops, I'm pretty sure it's very specific on, like, they don't want you to stream on, you can't stream on, like, YouTube at the same time. But TikTok being a social media service and not a, like, a video or streaming platform like that, I don't think it counts. Got a TikTok stream earlier of hamsters running on wheels. I still follow on my Twitch. I guess it's on my Twitch, not my TikTok, but it's like there's a kitten center, or she takes in stray cats, and all the donations she uses helps her pay her bills and the vet bills, so all the cats can get fixed and their care, like food and everything. And she just have cameras of the room that they stay in. You could watch them like run around and stuff. And I think that's really cute. I love watching that one. And then there's other ones that I found. There's like a wild animal park. And then there's like a wolf den one of just like wild wolves. Wish I could take in all the stray animals. Same. I want in there. Down, up. Oops. Ooh, that worked out. Because I accidentally extra clicked. I really want a cat. I mean, I really want a dog too, but a dog is like, is a lot of energy right now. Are there others else that play DBD? I have it, just haven't played it yet. I don't think so. I think it's just me. Doug has it. Doug has the game. I don't think he plays it. Or he hasn't played it in a while. The only times he's ever played it was with me, like 2 years ago. I'm sure if we ask him, but he's usually not in the mood to play this game. But I think that's it. I don't think anybody in the GSB plays this game. Yeah, nobody else I know really plays this game. Oh. Is she kind of like... She's like puppy guarding. Get him off and run this way. Oh, bro, there's a thing here. He did open it. Or she closed the hatch. Oh no, this guy just left. He was hurt. I would have left too. If this guy gets put on the hook. I hate this killer. Sometimes. I think she's like puppy guarding him. She's just kind of there. Allie done a DVD stream sounds epic. I think she's just kind of like hanging out around him. I can't tell if that's her or the other survivor. I could go try to deactivate it, but I feel like that's a bad idea. Yeah, she's just sitting there. All she needs is a tap. That's why it's so hard. No. It's okay. Come here. I think she's mooring them. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. This Kayla's a butt, yeah. And she put down 2 of the... That was just the hardest thing, is that she can have like an AoE trap basically because of the drones. I'm not a big fan of that one. Just because she does, like, she can cover a much bigger radius than where she actually is. I'm tired. I'm like, I feel like I want coffee because I need to stay up because it's not even 10 o'clock yet. But I know that if I have coffee, I'm probably not going to want to go to bed at all. I'm fine with not going to bed till like 4. That's what we did last night, but. New part. It says while holding. It doesn't say you have to use it, right? Finish repairing 1 generator while holding a rare toolbox or better. Okay. Yeah, let's do that one. I don't know how much more of this we're gonna play today. I look at my thing and it's like, oh, I've been live for an hour 45, but I've only actually been recording for an hour and 30, which means we've only actually, we talked for like 15 minutes before we started playing. Which I'm fine with, but I gotta track how long I've been playing on the recording time versus the live time. You know what else I wanted to do? I wanted to design, I think I had it on a list somewhere. I wanted to design a, what's it called? A stream ending screen. So like we have a stream starting screen, but a stream ending screen would be Pog. But I feel like that's more useful when you like do raids and stuff. Because you can turn that on before you actually like leave for the raid. I don't know. We always have good talks during DBD. We really do. Think I'll try to download DBD at some point and try it with you? Yeah, just let me know. I don't know if we ever will be around at the same time, though. But just message me. Because I work Sunday night to Thursday, or Sunday night to Friday morning. And if you work second shift, you work, what did you say? 2 to 10 or 1 to 10 or whatever it is. And I work from 10 to 6. And then I go to sleep. So we'll have to see. Because like weekends might work on occasion. I couldn't remember what you said your second shift schedule was. It's like 3 to 11, but weekends should work, yeah. I was trying to decide if I wanted to play something else after this for a little bit, or if I should just get off for the night after we're done playing DBD. But I don't know. I just want like a news story game. So I don't mind doing this because I'm pretty sure I have not paid attention to like a single DBD game this entire time. You're gonna head out after this match. Has been knocking on my ass. Okay, it's okay. Like I said, I might get off after this too. Just so I can vibe for the night. Maybe play some RuneScape with the guys. Waiting for Spider-Man 2 this October. Oh, the game? I was like, a movie? There's lots of Spider-Man movies. Alright, I was confused. It's fine. I am no longer confused. I connected the dots. It's okay. A game on PS5. I've been wanting... So, like, at the beginning of this year, I was very into, like, getting books. It's a Ghostface, Hannah! I was very into, like, reading books and stuff, and I want to get back into reading books. I just, like... I don't know why I haven't yet. But I want to. Maybe even tonight I'll, play one. Or play one? Watch... Read a book? I'm struggling. I had a feeling, Hannah. I was like, she just said it was her last one she was gonna watch. It has to be a Ghostface. I was like, it's gotta be. There's no way. Look at that man. Nah, for real. So my work pays for LinkedIn Learning. I just thought about how tempted I am to see if there's any like design, like art design classes on there that I could take for free. Because I was just thinking about my emote, and I was like, I feel like I could like redo emotes. Maybe we're just officially jealous of Ghost and Venom. That's so funny. Oh my god, I love that. That's amazing. Yay! We've done a lot of tome stuff today. The event tomes are always nice because you can get through them pretty quick. Maybe I'll play some more of this tomorrow or something if I feel like it. I don't know. It depends, because sometimes sometimes on Sundays I don't like streaming. Because, like, I have to, like, mentally prep myself for the week of work ahead of me. But I might. I don't know. I am gonna work on spend at least an hour a day doing something, whether that's going through clips, editing or working on editing video for at least an hour a day, or streaming for at least an hour. I have to look into my supervisor is kind of like really into AI. Not like bad or anything, but he's like, oh, just use a free AI to do like everything. And I looked it up, and like you can use AI to do a rough edit of your videos. You can do AI to make sound bites of stuff. And I'm like, that's a little wild, but I feel like that's almost too easy. Like, yeah, I guess I could crank out videos, but that's not gonna... The thing about videos and why people like watching YouTube videos, AI scares... It kind of scares me, too. Like... AI is taking over. It's just so crazy. Like, I think the technology behind AI is really interesting. But, like... And, like, robot machinery is different. But, like, having a full conversation with an AI robot that they added to Snapchat, or AI literally being able to edit your own pictures and videos. Like, I think some things that AI are cool. Like, the AI generated, like, finish the photo. Like, if it's a square photo and it, like, AI generates the rest of it. AI strippers are next, I'm calling it. But I think things are creepy. Like, I don't know if you've seen them on TikTok, but there's AI that's, like, taken somebody's voice, like a famous person's voice, and fit it into another song. Like, one of the popular ones I've seen on TikTok is an Ariana Grande singing, I can't remember what it's called. But one of Lady Gaga's songs. And Ariana Grande's never sang that song before, but the AI has generated it in her voice. And it's just like, at what point do you know what's real or fake? Like, when it comes to AI, you know? What? Ghosty. Whatever. Like, at what point are you like, oh, I never said that, but an AI that is able to copy your voice did say it, but they're like, oh yeah, well that voice matches yours. Plankton yeah, I see that one too. I see Plankton singing all the time. There's another one that like a random character that I see singing a lot, because it's AI generated. And I also think that, like, AI generation of, like, the description from a book. Like, if a book describes a character, an AI can generate, like, what the character would look like relative to the thing in the book. That is really cool to me. But yeah, like, having full conversations with an AI, like it's a person, and putting in any basically problem you have and it coming up with solutions, or it's just weird. Akatar AI? I don't know what that is. Trying to listen for any generators. A Court of Thorns and Roses. It's a book series. Oh. Okay, we're all on our last hook. Bruh. Yeah, I think I might start reading a book tonight. But I don't want to spend my whole night reading a book. Which sucks, because I say that. I'm like, oh, I only want to spend, like, an hour reading. But then I get, like, sucked in. Which, I mean, I'm fine with. I'd rather, like, get stuck reading a book than being, like, super bored and not feeling like I can do anything. I'm gonna start 75 hard, so I'll get my chapters in, which is nice. So my favorite show is Outlander. My favorite show is Outlander. We just got through the mid-season finale, so like the rest of the season isn't coming until 2024. Now, all of the show is based on the books. I want to read the book. I want to get the books and read them so bad. But I wouldn't want to spoil, because there's one more season after this season finishes come 2024. There's one more season. But I think they do the seasons by books. Like, they're about to start season 8. So I'm like, well, I can get the whole series and read books like 1 through 6 and not spoil anything. Because again, it's my favorite, it's my all-time favorite series, like, show. So, like, I would love to read the books, because usually the books are better, you know? Especially when it comes to, like, a show. You get so much more detail in a book that you can't get in a show. And especially, like, I think the actors and actresses that they picked for the show are so accurate. So I'd be able to picture everything happening and being like, oh my gosh, I saw this happen. I'm like, wow, it's described so crazily here, you know? I would love to see exactly how Diana Gabaldon, I think that's the author of the books. I would love to see how she portrays these characters in writing. I hate mid-season finales with a passion. No, me too. And the only reason they had to do this one was because, well, first, last season was really short. Their seasons are usually, like, 12 episodes. Last season was only, like, 6 episodes, I think. So it was kind of cruddy. But that was because of COVID, so they couldn't do much. But this one is, like, so they planned on doing it kind of in 2 parts because it is a longer season. Like, this season is going to be 16 episodes, 8 in the first part, 8 in the second part. But I think they're taking longer to release the second part because of all the strikes going on right now, like production strikes. Taking my Game of Thrones books to New York and these I can read outside on the porch like an old lady. That's what I want to do. It's like, so my dad and my stepmom are kind of like this. They don't read, but they do, like, every morning they go out onto the porch or out in the backyard. Or if it's, like, cold or muggy outside, they just stay in the kitchen. And they just drink their coffee, talk, and play solitaire on their phones or whatever game they're playing. Sometimes it's Sudoku. That's, like, one of their traditions. And I would love to be one of the people that can just go out on my porch in the mornings and, you know, watch or just hang out, read, drink my coffee, get some sunlight, you know? See, I feel like that's such a refreshing way to start your day. Sitting on the porch in the morning with my partner's dream goals. Yeah, see, the problem is that when Doug wakes up, he goes to the bathroom. And that's how he wakes up. he's just in the bathroom on his phone for a while, which I'm fine with, but then he just goes on his computer right away. Like, I don't have anything against him wanting to be on his computer, but I also kind of want to, like, I don't know, like, spend a morning waking up drinking coffee. And, like, he doesn't drink coffee either. So it's just, like, bro is camping on his phone. Respect. I also wake up like that. Gamers with stomach issues unite. Yeah, he's just funny like that. And, like, I don't care. Because, especially right now, like, I'm asleep for, like, hours. Like, he wakes up at, like, 1. Or anywhere between 10 o'clock and 1 is when he wakes up. Me, I obviously don't wake up till between, like, 3 and 4 p.m. He's gonna climb my cheeks! Got it. I can't believe I did that. GG's, Ghosty. But yeah, I do wish there was mornings where I could just, like, that's what I want to do. Even now, it's just, like, sometimes when I wake up, I just want to go sit on the back porch. But I don't want to seem creepy, because our back porch is, our front porch, obviously, there's people around, because we do live in, like, a townhouse complex. Our back porch faces an elementary school. So, I also don't want to go vibe out there with my coffee and my jammies at 4 p.m. Jeez, 64,000 points? Oh my god! That's crazy! That's so many points! Like, I don't want to seem like a creepy person that's just like... And especially because I would be, like, alone. And we don't have any outdoor furniture, so I just sit out there on a... I don't have a table. I just sit out there on a fold-up chair. So... Alright. Is there any... I didn't even look. These are Jake... That little margarita event charm is actually so cute. I want that. Clown, and another Jake Park. Okay, I was just wondering who the outfits were for. I'm going after this margarita, though. But I think... Let me go claim these Rift Rewards, and we're probably gonna call it... Alright, but that is going to conclude DBD for today. If you're watching the VOD, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Catch you live over on twitch.tv/alleycat3224, and thank you so much for watching. Goodbye!